What you like today? Pick your color.
Hey nail tubers, pink chocolate nails. I love this color combination so much, and I think this was rather easy to do, especially the extended nail beds. But if you're struggling with it, I'll show you how I did them. This set is actually a remake. As you know, I do pre-record most of my content. The problem for me is getting a time slot to edit it. But in the first set that I did, I had some brown nail foil that had these cute coffee words on them. So I did that set about a month ago but ended up not posting it because, silly me, I forgot to layer over the foil, and it bled out when I started laying the acrylic. And even worse, I only had a short length of the foil, and it wasn't enough to do an exact remake and then risk some of the foil not transferring. But the better thing about this set is I think they turned out cuter anyway. So a thin layer of clear because I'm using chocolate brown on the index, pinky, and thumb. And I decided to do the extended nail beds for the middle and ring fingers. How are you guys doing? We got our first snow in Chicago. It wasn't a heavy snow, but the temperature is a surefire reminder what kind of weather we might be looking at this season. And y'all know I hate snow. Now it's often done with gel polish, but today I'm doing it with acrylic because I just feel I haven't done it often enough. And while I do have tools to create the extended nail beds, I don't think I showed doing it with the brush. So I lay a bead at the cuticle arc, then work it down to where I think I want the nail bed to end. And it's okay that it looks thinned out in spots right now because we're going to add to it. I use the brush to bring the sides in, then continue shaping the nail bed. At this point, I was feeling like I should have done it longer, but I also knew the glitter I'll be using would turn this set up. Then here's a second bead because the extended nail bed does need to be thicker so there's a strong, healthy wall to place the next layer against. There's so many things to learn and practice when it comes to acrylic, right? Like ombres and extended nail beds, for example. But you know what? They're still popular and highly requested in client services. I remember the year I first started my channel, I predicted that ombre wasn't just going to be a trend, but it was going to be a front runner in nail designs for quite a while. And I feel the same about Frenchies and extended nail beds too. All of which have been, and I feel will continue to be, primary base patterns for nail art. Or they can also be standalone layouts for nails and still look good. So these are some nail base patterns to always keep in your arsenal. I brought the ring finger back forward so I'd have a comparison to match the length and shape. Once the overall shape is established, it's pretty much lightly patting it smooth on top, then gently pressing a little at a time on the sides while bringing the brush around to smooth and straighten the edge of the wall. And you can add more beads if you need. And the walls around these need to be filed crisp before adding the French part. It needs to be filed in at an angle because this is what will give it that nice distinct separation between the nail bed and the French tip. I'm using a 100-180 grit hand file. This brown is so chocolatey with goodness. And I know I'm sounding hungry, but I love me some chocolate. This is Mia Secret, which has been a popular brand for beginners to start out with. And I think I said it'll go on the pinky, index, and thumb. So I'm basically using up the solid colors before finishing the French because I'll be using a really cute glitter. Isn't this glitter so pretty? It's by Funky Free Curls and she's on Instagram. I'll have her information in the description box. Now I've had this for a while, but I'm sure it's called hot chocolate. I love the different shapes of pinks, rose gold, and chocolatey brown. It's so adorable yet sophisticated. I did this two ways. So on the ring finger, I did it by wetting the nail with monomer, then placing some glitter a little at a time. Now doing it this way, you have to keep in mind the glitter isn't really secure. And though you won't see me do the middle finger, I did a clear acrylic bead and dipped it in the glitter. And for this one, you have to keep in mind the time you have before the acrylic dries. And I'm not going in with more glitter. What I'm doing is staying on the glitter nails for some capping with clear. Because then I'll be done with the glitter and I'll clean my brush before capping the solid colors with clear. Then the solid colors get capped. And at this time, if the French nails needed, a little more clear can be added. And this is how they turned out. So your objective in acrylic application is to work towards getting it smooth so there's minimal filing. And you'll see me alternate in videos using Zule's On Point disc. So far, I've become confident using this on myself and the practice hand and have yet to use it for a third-party client. Oh, and maybe I should mention more regularly that the speed here is 14,000 RPMs. And you really should go over the edges again with the hand file to refine. Then some cuticle action. And this is where I did different from what you might usually see. Most of the time you'll see a line of color around the extended nail bed before adding the French, but I decided to add it later. I continue with the chrome to the pinky with an offset straight line. then a wraparound look with the chrome on the index, and this was cured for 30 seconds. You know how you think of things in the middle of doing a set? I started thinking I should have did this shape going in the opposite direction on the pinky. So the top coats, the nail beds and chocolate brown was top coated in matte, while the chrome and glitter areas were done in glossy. Both ways, this was cured for 60 seconds. And only a few gems because I wanted this glitter to be the star of the show. And I love how these turned out. I hope you like them too. If you enjoyed this, you'll probably like these Hello Kitty nails too. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and remember to click the notification bell and become part of this NailTube family. I'm so glad you could be here today, and I do appreciate you spending your time with me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.